Hey guys, and welcome to your foundation style class. In this class, we are going to mainly be focusing on our lower body. We're going to be working on a little bit of core as well. And we're going to start with a bit of breath to just get ourselves in the right setup. So when you're ready, come to find a comfortable seated position. You can keep your hands down onto your lap, or you can maybe bring one hand to your heart space, one hand down to your belly. Allow yourself to just close down through the eyes. And just allow the breath to arrive naturally, breathing in and out through your nose, without forcing, without rushing. Take a moment to do a little scan from the crown of your head down to your feet, and see if there's anything, any area in the body that you can soften a little bit more. Allow your eyelids to feel heavy, your jaw to just unclench, and your shoulders to hang heavy away from your ears. Maybe taking a little wiggle in your seat, allowing your seat bones to spread wide. Taking a nice, full, beautiful breath in and down to your belly. Exhale as you open the mouth, side up, breath out. A few more like this. Big breath down to the belly. Open the mouth, sigh it out. Take your last breath here. Nice and intentional breath down to the base of the belly. Maybe take another sip of air in. And then open the mouth, let it out. All right, beautiful work. Let's blink open the eyes. You're just gonna start and lay down onto our right hand side, or you can mirror me and lay down on your left side. So whatever feels better for you. Bottom hand can just come nice and long, and your head is just going to rest down onto your arm. You're going to stack your knees together as well as your feet to just make sure that you're not having your feet behind you. You want to have your shins just parallel to the edge of the mat. Your knees are just directly in front of the hips, and there's a little bit of gap between your waist and the floor. When you're ready, starting very simple, we're just going to start with your clam. Open that top shin up and then lower it all the way back down. So just getting into some sideline glutes to start with. Now, yes, we do this move in Pilates quite a lot, but I wanted to start and think about how we're doing this movement, yeah? So first of all, I want you to have your face nice and relaxed. And I'm gonna keep reminding you that because sometimes we grip onto our face muscles when we struggle. All right, and then I want you to think about what's happening with that top leg. So we're not opening up towards the ceiling and rolling onto our back or onto our hips. I want you to keep your shins parallel as you lift and lower. So we're just working the weight of that leg, and it's all loading onto that glute. So to start with, it might not feel like much, but we're going to start and feel it as we start to add here as well. So I also want you to think about keeping your torso nice and still so that when you lift your leg, there's no collapsing down of the ribs, down of that sideways down. Yeah. So I want you to think about length through the top oblique and that bottom one as well. Almost like you're pushing yourself away from the floor. Push your top hip away. Nice. All right, already starting to feel it. Always gets me. Now, can you make sure that your knee and foot are in the same height? So we're not just lifting up with your foot, because then the glutes are just getting really lazy. And we are not just pushing the knee up. So it's all lifting and lowering at the same time. Nice work. All right, we're starting to add in another 5. Your foot can stay nice and relaxed, or you can flex it for now. So just whatever feels better. Nice. Let's start and add in 3. We're going to lift that leg up and hold in 2. Nice work. On that next one, lift and hold it there. Now, can you flex your foot and press your leg long behind you? And then bring your knee all the way back in, lower it back down. That's it. We'll lift it up. We press and flex your foot back. We bend your knee to come back in, and then we lower back down. Nice. As you press your leg behind you, again, there's no movement of the torso. We're not moving from that midsection. We're just moving from that right hip. So we extend in the front of that hip, and then we flex in the front of that hip. That's it. Nice. All right. You're going to start and feel the load of that leg starting to kick in. Just breathe through it. We're not going to be here for too long. Move nice and slow, nice and intentional. Bring your attention back to your body, to your breath, to your core, making sure everything is switched on. Yes, we're working the lower body, but your core is very much active here as well. As you kick your leg backwards, I want you to think about heel in line with your glutes. Big squeeze into that glute max, that big peach shape muscle. Good. Nice. We're going to start and change it up in another 4. Good. Remember, relax your face. Last 3. Make sure that left shoulder or that top shoulder is not shrugging up. So keep the face, neck, and shoulders relaxed. All right. On that next one, can you just kick your leg out and then bend your knee back in? Good. Exhale, kick it out. Bring it back in. Keep lengthening through your sideways, pushing your hip away from you. Make sure we're not collapsing down. Nice work. Yes, big flex and kick. Bring it back in. Oh, so hard. You guys, this is always, like literally this exercise never gets easier. The better you get, the harder it gets. That's the thing with Pilates, right? All right, stay with me. In 5, you're gonna press your leg long. We're gonna hold it there. In 3, in 2, good, top hand can stay on the mat. On your next one, press it back and hold. Can you start to point your toes as you sweep your leg forwards and then flex your foot to sweep it back? We're not here for long. Point your toes, sweep it forwards, keep your leg high and then flex and kick it back. Nice, you're just here for another 4. Beautiful, guys. In 3, we're gonna hold your leg long behind you. Move nice and control. Make sure we're not moving from the core, from the torso. All right, on your next one, hold your leg long behind you. Stay there. Little pulses up for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2. Hold on 1. Bend your knee in towards you. All right, can you start to kiss your heels together? Open your knee to the ceiling. And then rainbow knees kiss. You rainbow your leg, heels together. Then you rainbow knees together. Good. We're just going to go here for another 10 counts. I want you to make this movement as big as you can without moving from your torso, yeah? So again, it's not this. We are isolating that lower body. Good. Really exaggerate. Knees together. Heels together. Knees together. Heels together. Just for another 5. Relax your face. Relax your bottom arm. Relax your shoulders. Maybe close your eyes. Dig deep. Last 3. Last 2. On your next one, can you keep your knees together? Kick your heel up to ceiling on the diagonal. Bend your knee in. Kick it out. Bring it in. Oh my goodness, kick it out. Bring it in. Stay in here for another 5. Good. Opposite direction in 4. In 3. In 2. Bring it in. Heels together. Kick it out. Bring it in. Keep your knee turning up, facing the ceiling, finding that external rotation as hard as you can for 5. For 4, we just pulse it in 3. In 2, on 1, bring your knees in, hold it there. Little pulses up and up and up. Oh my goodness, my glute is on fire. Stay with me for another 6. Last 5, last layer. 4, 3, 2, hold on 1. Can you open your knee a little bit higher now? Good. Oh my goodness, I'm shaking. Open your knee to the ceiling. Find that external rotation. Hold it there. Good. Bring it back in to parallel. Open your knee up. Hold it there. Squeeze your glutes. Knees back to parallel. Open your knee. Squeeze. Bring it back to parallel. Oh my goodness, my glute is actually shaking. Just here for another 5. Core is working really hard. We're just moving in that hip socket. We're not walking back and forwards. Last 3. Ooh, last 2. On your next one, lift and hold. Squeeze, 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 squeeze for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh my goodness, bring it in. Smack it out. Whew. All right, when you're ready, come into your 4-point kneel. Take a little moment. Find some cat-cow stretches. Drop the belly, lift the chest. Tuck the tail around your spine. Just taking a little breather, releasing through the spine, the neck. Inhale as you drop the belly. Exhale, tuck and round. All right, find your neutral spine. Tuck your toes, little pedal out through those legs in that downward dog. Stretching into the back of the legs, your hamstrings, just for another 4. Last 3, last 2, and 1. You're gonna bring your knees down onto the mat. We're gonna get into a thigh stretch. So I'm gonna come up into a high kneel. We're gonna reach the arms forwards in front of us. Now the main thing in this exercise is to keep your ribs heavy and your glutes squeezing together, yeah? Ribs are down, glutes are working. From here, shoulders away from ears. Can you start to lean yourself back and then come back through center? Nice, you lean back, stretch into the front of your thighs. Pull yourself back, stack shoulders over your hips. Now, it's not this. It's not a back bend. It's quite the opposite. Your spine stays as straight as you can. Your chin is stayed tucked in. And there's length through your spine and your neck, crown of your head, reaching up to the ceiling the entire time. Everyone will have a different range. It can be very small, and that's fine. I don't have a huge range here either. Very much a love-hate relationship with this exercise. All right, good news is that this is the only quad exercise we're doing today, yeah? Nice. Again, we're also working on our core here very hard to make sure we're not flaring the ribs, yeah? So everything stays held in. Nice. We're going to start and add in 3. Really explore your range. Just as long as you're not feeling it in your lower back, you're doing fine. Should feel it from the front of the thighs. All right, on your next one, hold it there. Can you start to roll one elbow in, find a twist. Reach it out, change it over, and then come all the way back up. Maybe you reach your arms up. Lengthen your arms forward, find your thigh stretch. You roll in, release. Other side. Reach it forward and then stack yourself up, reach your arms up. Nice. All right. Hips are staying really centered as you reach your arms in. We're just getting into a little bit more core obliques, finding some beautiful rotation through the thoracic spine. Nice. In 5, we're going to hold it down. We're just going to work those arms. Ooh, nearly there. In 3. In 2, on 1, stay low. Ready? Just those arms. Reach, lengthen, reach, lengthen. Good. Keep it going. Oh my God, my thighs, my quads are on fire. Last 3. Last 2. Reach and hold. On your next one, reach and hold. Little pulses. Down and down. Squeeze your glutes. Ribs are heavy. 5. Just to hold in 4. Close your eyes if you need. 3. Last 2. Stay down on 1, just breathe. Maybe reach your arms up. Close your ribs down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh my goodness. Bring it down. Jesus, this one always gets me. All right, I'm gonna flip myself around. I'm gonna do the side glute on the other side. Whew. I'm gonna lay down on my left side. Knees are gonna come together in front of your hips. Stack your feet and your shins together. Top hand can just come in front of you. Take a big breath in. When you're ready, you just start to float that top leg up and down. Just gonna shimmy down a little bit. Good. Float it up, lower down. Remember, we're keeping the shins parallel. We're not opening up. We're almost pushing the top hip away from us to find more length through the bottom side, bottom oblique. Good. That bottom hand stays nice and relaxed. Try not to grip. I tend to do that sometimes. Relax the face. Slow down the breath. And just slowly and surely starting to get into that second glute. All right. Nice work. In another 6, we're going to start and add. We're going to press the leg long behind. In 5. Good. Start to explore the range. How high can you lift the leg but keeping your shins parallel? Keeping the core working. Nice. In 3. In 2, we lift and hold. On that next one, lift and hold it up. Flex your foot, start to kick your leg back in line with your body, and then bend your knee in, lower back down. That's it. We'll lift up. Big press, long behind you. Bend your knee in, and then lower down. All right. Slowly starting to get into our glute mid and our glute min, those smaller glute muscles sitting on the side of the glute, side of the butt cheek, really. Nice. In another 5, we're starting to just stay with that second layer. So we're going to ditch that full clam. Good. Relax the face. Nice work, everyone. Push your hip away from you in 3. Just that bend and press. In 2. All right. On that next one, lift and hold. Press it out, flex. Bend your knee in. Press it out, flex. Bend it in. Good. Enjoy the fact that we're fully down on the mat. Your whole body should feel nice and supported. And we're just focusing on that lower body. All right. We're going to hold your leg nice and long in another 5. Keep your leg as high as you can. Make sure we're not allowing the leg to fall and drop down to the floor. Really resist gravity here. Nice work in 3. We kick your leg out and hold in 2. Nice work on that next one. Press it and hold. Can you point your toes, start to sweep your leg forwards. Flex your foot, sweep it back, squeeze your glutes. Point your toes, reach it forward. Flex and kick it back. We just see for another 3. Point your toes, reach. Flex and sweep it back. Try to not use momentum so we are not kicking. We are sweeping slow and controlled. Really feeling the weight of the leg all on that right glute. Last 2. All right, on that next one, can you press it back? Hold it there, little pulses up. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold on 1. Bend your knee in. All right, we're going to rainbow, heel to heel, back to center, knee to knee. Lift heel to heel, lift knee to knee. Good. We kiss the heels together, kiss the knees together. I want you to really feel your glutes as you find that external rotation. Nice work. All right, remember the movement is not coming from the torso. It's just coming from that right hip. All right, stay with me. We're so close to finish now. Nice, we're staying here for another 6. In 5, we're gonna keep knee to knee. In 3, in 2. So good, guys. Hold knee to knee. Start to kick it up on the diagonal. Kick it up on the diagonal. Good. Squeeze your core. Squeeze your obliques. Squeeze your glutes. Full extension of your knee. Full extension of that top hip. For 4. Good. We change it up in 3. Nice. Big kick. 2. Hold it there. Bend your knee. Heel to heel. Start to kick your leg forwards. Bring it back. Kick it forwards. Bring it back. Last 5. Good. Knees to parallel in 4. In 3. Oh my goodness. In 2. On that next one, bring it back to parallel. Stay. Can you open your knee up? Bring it back to parallel. It should feel heavy, slow, and shaky. All right. Open, squeeze your top glute. Bring it back in. I don't know if you can see my glute shaking. You probably can't, but it's really shaking when I'm opening out into that external rotation. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Bring it back. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. On that next one, lift and hold it there. Squeeze, lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Smack it out. So good. All right. A little bit of core as promised, and then we stretch. All right. Not here for long. You can keep your feet down, hands behind your head, interlace your fingers behind. Thumbs are going to sit to the base of the skull. And just start to find that chest lift. Can you lift your chest up to ceiling and then over towards your thighs? Think about your body like a rainbow. Yeah. like a wave rather. So lengthening to the back of your neck, relax your glutes. Nice. We're gonna hold it up in 5, in 4, in 3, in 2, on 1, lift and hold. Reach your arms long, bring it back in, lower all the way down. Exhale, lift, reach, bring it in, lower down. That's it, you got it. All right, last couple minutes of work and we are done. Try to maintain that neutral spine the best you can. Nice work. In 5, mixing it up. In 4, really reaching long with your fingertips, lengthen and reach. Good, in 2. All right, on that next one, can you start to reach your fingers long? Hold it there. Little side to side twist. Try to reach fingers to toes, finger to toes. Last 6, last 5, last 4, last 3, last 2, and 1. Come back to center. Bring your hands behind your head. Good. Can you lift yourself a little bit higher? Float one leg to tabletop. Float the other leg to tabletop. Lower your head down. Last little bit here. Lengthen, reach, curl. Inhale, lower. Good. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Really plug your ribs down towards your hips. If you need, you can always bring your feet back down. Good. Lengthen one leg long as you curl up. If it's there for you, you reach it out. You bring it in. Exhale, curl and reach. Bring it in. Nice. All right. Lengthening through your toes, lengthening through your knees. Elbow stays nice and wide. Keep that breath going for 5. Nice, we nearly there. Last 4. Good. Last 3. Last 2. On 1, can you keep your knees to tabletop? Bring your hands behind your thighs. Take a moment to pull yourself higher. Breathe. Stay as high as you can with your chest. Bring your hands back behind you. We just switch those legs. We switch and switch and switch and switch. If you'd like more, adding that rotation, finding your bicycles for 10. Good. Stay with me. Keep breathing. Last 6. Last 5. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it all the way down. Reach your arms, reach your legs. Whew. Find your breath. Bend your knees in. Let's find a figure 4 stretch. Bring in your left heel onto your opposite knee. Push your knee away from you, or if you want more, grab a hold behind your right thigh and just pull your knees gently in. Try to roll your tailbone away from you so we're not tucking everything in. We are lengthening tailbone out. Little sway side to side. Good. And then switch it over. Left ankle over the right knee. Sorry, right ankle over the left knee. My goodness. Gently pull it in. Tailbone stays long. Maybe a little sway side to side. Beautiful work. We're all done. We're going to finish with a couple of breaths. Find a comfortable lying down position. Maybe you'd like to bring one hand to heart, one hand to belly. You can also keep your hands by the side if that feels better. Close down through the eyes, allowing the weight of the body to just feel nice and heavy. Really feel the weight of your body melting down to the mat. Whole body is softening. Good. Can you take a nice, beautiful breath into the belly? Exhale, let it out through your mouth. One more big breath in. And then a long breath all the way out. Let it go. Alrighty, beautiful work, everyone. We are all done. I will catch you next time. Hope you enjoyed it.